All right, so you're going to LS swap your Jeep. I did. I've actually got an LT swap 2018 GMC Sierra 5.3 with a 8-speed GM transmission, obviously. And I've got 35,000 miles on my build, about 60,000 miles on the transmission. Before I installed this motor, I did drain the fluid out. I refilled it. I refilled it with the factory fluid. I did not refill it with the recommended fluid. I did add some Lubriguard. So probably in the last month or so, I've noticed a small shudder. It's not extreme. I could feel it. At first I thought my Jeep had a miss. No codes, no nothing. I drove my wife's Jeep last week. She was out of town, and hers is factory 3.6. And it was remarkable how smooth hers was. I got in this and I realized I developed a transmission shudder. So I'm in the process of draining the fluid. This is the pan after I wiped it out. It didn't look bad. The fluid is brown. And like I said, that's fresh fluid with 35,000 miles on it. I've got 373 gears with 35-inch tires on my Jeep. It runs 1,700 and something RPMs at 70. And it lugs a lot. So I suspect the lugging is probably hard on the torque converter. Transmissions on these aren't real good anyway. So the recommendation from GM is to put this fluid in it. So I'm going to flush out the torque converter. That's the last thing I had left to do. And after I put the pan and the filter in, and get her to go. So what I did, I'm by myself. I'm a one-man show. I'm not a transmission shop. I had cooling lines from another LT, so I just cut them off and I ran them down. I did not into that pan. I actually ran them to this pan. And I started it up, and that's how I drained the transmission. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put about 4 or 5 quarts in it. I'm going to start it up, let it run for a minute, get the brown stuff out and the fresh stuff in the torque converter. I've already blown all the stuff out of the oil cooler. I got a B&M transmission cooler in the front. I've already got all the fluid out of that. And obviously I'll have the filter and the transmission transmission pan on by then. And we'll fill this thing up. So this thing doesn't have a dipstick. Up underneath here is a fill hole. It's a pain in the butt to get to. I'm actually going to use a Home Depot spray pump. I've seen that trick, and I'm going to fill it up that way. It's going to be the easiest way rather than try to figure out any other kind of pump. Like I said, I'm not a transmission shop. I am a homebody, do-it-yourselfer, play around build guy. So this is still in progress.